Hello everyone. Today we have Ishan Tripathi with us, who scored 99.97 in CAT, and he was Mindworkzz student, and he will basically share his strategy, how he cracked CAT with such a good percentile, and what advice he has for the CAT 25 aspirants. So congrats Ishan once again. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good. A little bit of pressure to convert the upcoming calls, but hoping everything goes well.
Okay. So Ishan, just tell us about your profile, academic profile, and a bit about yourself. How did you pursue your graduation, which college and all?
For 10th and 12th, I was in Pune. I got around 85% in both 10th and 12th. I did my bachelor's from the US, where I studied statistics and liberal arts. In that, right now, I'm at about a 3.14 GPA out of 4, which is around 78%. Yeah.
And what is your sectional percentile? I mean, 19.97 is
My
overall.
sectional percentiles, yeah, I got a 99.96 in VARC, a 99.96 in DILR, and a 97.17 in quants.
Okay. Okay. So what was your strength area and weak area in these segments?
So my strongest area was, I'd say, VARC because one, like just going to the US, having that exposure, and even with the standardized testing for those, like for that process, English was a pretty strong suit of mine. So VARC I was the most confident with, and my weakest I would say was definitely quants QA,
Okay.
especially with the time management.
Okay. Okay. So how did you tackle the weak area? How did you tackle quants?
So with quants, one thing that I had to get used to was going through the questions fast and like knowing when to give up. Because in the start, it was very often that I would not even be able to reach a lot of the questions towards the end of the exam. So I really had to know which fights I had to fight, and beyond that, of course, learn some of the concepts that I wasn't sure about.
Okay, okay. And which all resources did you use for preparing for quants?
For quants, the classes that Mindworkzz held, those were pretty helpful. And with Pratik sir, I believe, those were helpful. And along with that, the mock test series, the Arun Sharma experience test. I also signed up for the IMS mock tests, so I gave those. My predominant strategy for my preparation had been mocks. That was like my most intensive use of my time, and I
Okay.
think had the best result. Yeah.
And so you did graduation from a very good college. Why did you choose to do an MBA? What was the reason behind going for MBA?
Right. For starters, like India's economy is pretty rapidly growing. And I believe that like, by the time we become adults in like the coming years, we're gonna see that bear more fruit and hopefully move more towards a multipolar world. So, with that in mind, and with my background in statistics and liberal arts, I wanted to leverage that skill set and I wanted to expand upon it by learning more about finance and business analytics, learn some more managerial skills to be able to get in positions where I could be in positions of leadership and decision making. Yeah, I think one, there's like a very bright future, I think, up and coming for India, and I wanted to be in a position where I could capitalize on that.
Okay. So you talked about the mocks were your main focus while preparing for CAT, right? So how many
Yeah.
mocks did you give overall?
I must have given around 30 at least, 25 to
30 mocks?
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your mock analysis strategy? How did you analyze?
So I would primarily go through like the video solutions, for, especially for the topics that I didn't know.
Mhm.
Arun Sharma's test series had really good video solutions for all of them by Arun Sharma sir himself. That I predominantly did. I also kind of knew by then which topics I kind of don't want to invest energy in. For instance, like with geometry, I felt like it wasn't worth like spreading myself too thin and learning all of those topics. So kind of knowing which ones to do, what to do, and like going through the solutions, of course. I think that was a big part of my preparation.
Okay. So, how did Arun sir's video solutions or the core videos which he has prepared for the aspirants, how did it
Yeah.
help you?
So with quants, of course, a lot of like ways of solving that I did not know before were covered through him, and like with the extensiveness of like the 10 test series, almost every type of question was covered in there, and especially with LIDR, it was very helpful to see how he went about solving those, how like the different types of sets that come with like games and strategy stuff like that, how we went about visualizing that data, how like that helped. I think just seeing him go through that process made me better prepared to do it myself and kind of know what approach to take when starting off with those.
Okay. And Meenakshi ma'am's classes on verbal, her videos, VRC videos, how did that help you?
Those were good, like especially with the classes that I attended in person. But personally, VARC was like something that I kind of put very little time into because I was confident that I'd be able to crack it. Like from the first mock that I gave, I was getting good enough scores in VARC, like above 50. So I kind of that at the back burner and focused more on LIDR and VA.
Okay, your strength was VARC, so your focus was more mainly on QA and LRDI. Great,
Yeah.
great. So on the D day, on the CAT day, how did you prepare yourself to, be at your fullest potential? What did you do extra?
So with the CAT day, like I have this philosophy, right? Like by the time the exam day actually approaches, I know what I know, and I don't think I could learn anything more. I did not want to like try and cram in some last minute studies or some learn something in the last minute because I think that will put more pressure on me and kind of destabilize my mindset. On that day itself, I was focusing on basically being confident, like knowing that I can do what I can do and getting in that mindset that like I'm capable and that I can achieve something well. I had 2 cups of chai with my dad before reaching the test center, listen to the Hanuman Chalisa. And I just try to get in a mindset where I'm comfortable with the fact that the exam is coming up and mainly not intimidated by it because I think like you have to have your brain working at its optimal to be able to perform well.
Very true, very true. So one last question, what will your advice be to the CAT 25 aspirants who are starting now?
So I would say one, don't hesitate to get into a mock test early on to see how you perform. I know a lot of people kind of put that up till the very end of the preparation to kind of see how they do, but I think it helps a lot in being able to analyze your performances, your strengths and weaknesses. Um, Beyond that, I would say time management is a very big thing in CAT. You should figure out how to manage your time well, especially with the quants and LIDR section. This year, with LIDR, I attempted pretty much every set except for 3 questions. But a big part, especially in the mocks, was knowing which sets to go for because often you won't get time to do more than two, at max 3 sets out of the four that come. So that will be have to be a big part of your strategy. I would also say that do not get demoralized in the mock tests. Like your results will fluctuate. Every mock test is made different. So if you see a low score, don't like kick yourself over it too much. Just figure out where you did not do as well. But it will be ranging. And for instance, in my mock tests, I never actually ended up scoring a 139, which is what I got like in the actual result in any of the mocks. So keep your head up and keep going through it. Make sure you analyze your performance, and I think you got this.
Okay, so 139, the score which you got was the highest in all the marks which you achieved.
Yeah, I never got a 139. The highest I had gotten was a 122 or something in the mocks. So in my actual performance, it was better than any of the mocks I ever gave. So
That is something which
congratulations.
would, boost confidence for a lot of people who write mocks and, they kind of get demoralized. Because I have seen, I
Yeah.
mean, this is very, this gap of 17 marks is something which is heartening to see that you have scored so well in the actual exam. So,
Mhm.
so thanks, Ishan, for guiding the students, and we wish you all the best. And we are very hopeful that you will crack all your best interviews. I think I am Kolkata is the best interview which you have, and we will
Mhm.
see you at the DDPI sessions. So you can reach out to us in case you have any, you need any query, you have any queries or you need any support. We'll be there for you, and we'll see you in the classes. Okay. Thank you. All the
Thank you
best.
so much. Bye bye.